Hey, go-getters. So I am doing a quick check just to make sure that we are live in all the places. So just if you're here with me live, I would love for you to drop in the chat if you're able to see me, hear me. All right. So I'm just gonna double check. All right. Check. Okay, so it sounds like we're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So if you are joining me live, if you're joining me live, I thank you for tuning in today. If you are catching this on the replay, definitely feel free to drop in the chat #replay because we love to love on our replay watchers as well. As you've heard me say before, I love for this to be a safe space, so we welcome all. So I hope everyone had a fantastic holiday and you managed to navigate through all your Black Friday and Cyber Monday madness. But as we approach the end of the year, I've been doing some serious reflection and strategic planning for 2024. And one of the major themes that stood out for me was, and it may sound crazy to some people that know me because they feel like I'm already kind of okay in these areas, but I felt like I needed to enhance or develop just a little bit more consistency and discipline around different areas in my business. So quick moment, like speaking of progress, I'm super excited to announce that I am about to graduate from a Rutgers Business Schools program that's developed by the Center for Urban Entrepreneurship and Economic Development, CUED for short. And this program, it's called the Entrepreneurship Pioneers Initiative, EPI for short, tailored specifically for first generation entrepreneurs. And it's really a rigorous 9-month period where we need to work on, we go through trainings, monthly classes, trainings, business and financial counseling, as well as networking opportunities. And I say all that to say that if you are local, or if you're here in the New Jersey area, I'll be here sharing it in the chat. But I also say that because if you're in other states, check with your local colleges or community colleges that they may have entrepreneurial programs that are able to enhance not only the tools that you have to grow to your business, but even for you to network as well. All right, so I'm not going to give y'all any tears tonight, I assure you. But before we dive into our live stream tonight, I just wanted to share those goodies for the business folks out there. And I grabbed some tools that I'll be using in the upcoming year, and I'm just excited to try them out. So, you know what they say, we can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. So you just want to cut certain things out. So for 2024, I want to have some significant shifts, one being in particular to my business model, and just as how I work with clients in helping them to build out their sales system, we're going to be working internally on our customer journey and the services that we provide. And guess what? You're invited to join our newsletter to stay in the loop about these updates and also just the different things that'll be coming out. Like one in particular is we are going to be launching a weekly live stream show, and I'm still deciding on the title, and maybe I'll actually be posting and getting some community feedback on what that should be. But with the live streams, the anticipation is that I'll be hosting workshops, trainings, and I'd love to do interviews with special guests, or I like to call them like friends of the show, and really think of the streams that I'll be doing for the rest of this month like a warm-up for what's to come. And throughout the process, you're going to notice some updates because I've also been going through this phases of wanting to update the home studio. So I'm super excited about it. So if you see my background, if you see me sometimes probably sharing like a new tool or something that we'll be using to record, because I'm just super excited to be able to up-level that quality for you. But let's dive into what we'll be talking about today. And before I do that, because I feel like I came in hot, so let me go ahead and check the chat just to make sure that I'm not missing anybody's comments here. So hold on. All right, let's see. Okay, so it doesn't look like I'm missing anything, but always keep in mind that if I don't see your comment now, I go back and I engage just like we were having a conversation for the first time. So let's dive into what we'll be talking about today. So firstly, before we go all the way in, I'd love for each of you to introduce yourselves and share where you're tuning in from. It's always great to see that we have a diverse community gathering from various corners of the world. I can never still get over that. So for those who don't know me, I'm Tanisha Halstead, and I really assist and just am inspired by entrepreneurs and small business owners in helping them navigate the intricacies or the complexities that come with them integrating business tech that allows them to grow and be productive in their business. Now, I also have some upcoming events that are super exciting. I'll actually be speaking at a few places. So I'm actually going to create an image in our community and be able to, if you're watching us on YouTube or even on LinkedIn, I'm going to be placing where I'll be and what workshops I'll be hosting so that if you're able to attend, you can do that as well. But another cool way to stay connected, as I mentioned earlier, is our newsletter to keep you in the loop about the launch of the live stream show and community events. So be sure to sign up. So I have a feeling that many of you, if you're here today live or even watching on the replay, it's because you're seeking solutions really to the challenges of time management and boosting that productivity inside of your day-to-day operations. So if it sounds familiar, I want you to type a yes or a no in the chat. And then I'm just gonna go over here and pull that up. Okay, all right. Okay, I see a few coming in. All right, so I'm glad to see that that is resonating. So in today's live stream, I'll be sharing some insightful points related to boosting productivity using the PomoDone app and some Pomodoro techniques. As I go through these points, you feel free to engage with me by commenting if you've experienced similar situations, or even if they're new and it's just an aha moment that you're having, definitely feel free to share that with me. So let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Pomodoro technique. And for those who may be new to it, or maybe it's just a refresher for you, the Pomodoro technique revolves around where we're breaking work into focus intervals. Typically, it's 25 minutes. I have been a part of some sessions where they do it a bit longer, like maybe 45 minutes. But it's also followed by a short break. So that could be a 5-minute break, a 10-minute break. And you use a timer to stay focused during these intervals and taking the regular breaks to really recharge. So comment below if you've struggled with staying concentrated on tasks for extended period of times. So I know for myself, when I do it in 25-minute blocks because I feel like it gives my brain enough time to warm up and then take a break and then dive right into that focus time. So one of the tools that I found throughout after learning about the Pomodoro technique was integrating an app called PomoDone. And this actually is a Chrome extension. I actually have a YouTube video, which I'll probably link at the bottom of this live stream once done. The PomoDone app seamlessly integrates with the Pomodoro technique. I love the fact that it just makes it just a simple tool for managing your tasks when you're time blocking. So some of the features that they have is that you can customize the name of the task that you're currently working on. It alerts you with a reminder when that time is up. And at the end of, I believe it's the end of the day, you can have it set, or you could actually have it set for the week, where they send you a productivity analysis just to kind of see what you've been doing and how much time you've spent on certain tasks. So let me know in the chat if you've heard of this productivity app, or if you use another one. I would really love to hear your experience, and definitely it could benefit someone else as well. So the last part of what I wanted to talk about with the PomoDone app and why I actually love it so much is that last piece that I talked about, where it gives you the productivity analysis. So think about when someone is asking you, like, well, what did you do all week? Or maybe you ask yourself, like, I feel like we're at Thursday and I still have the high priority task on my list. If you've been tracking your time or using an app or a Chrome extension like the PomoDone app, you're able to reflect and adjust. So you can utilize their tool to regularly evaluate your productivity and assess what's working well and what's not, and being able to tweak it. We can't tweak what we haven't measured. So after that, you can adapt the tool to really suit your needs. And another thing that I like about it is that it's easy to access. So once it's a Chrome extension, you're able to just hit it as you start working. You can customize the task, and then you'll be able to go from there. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna see if I could get it up on the screen for you, and then I can actually show you what that looks like. All right, so the tech is acting techie, y'all. So let me switch my screen here. Okay, perfect. So when I switch over to this screen, I just want to show you quickly. So two things. So I already have it installed, so it's actually right here, and I consider this like prime real estate when you have a Chrome extension. So if you haven't revisited which Chrome extensions you have and how often you're using it, that's a quick tip as well, because it's giving you access to tools that is able to streamline and actually like help you be more productive and have quick access to things. So prime example is if you go ahead, and I have it installed here, but if you click on here, you'll see that it pops up. And what I was saying earlier is that it follows the Pomodoro technique, where it pops up automatically with 25 minutes in there. So you can change this. You can delete it and say, oh, I don't want to do 25 minutes. I want to do 15 minutes. And then I'll just put it back to 25. And then also what you see here is that it grabbed the title of where I am, the web page, but you can choose to edit this. So you could choose to, like say I just wanted to type test. You can choose to change the name. And it's important if you want to be like exact with what you're tracking. But sometimes, like if I'm maybe doing email cleanup and I just wanted to know that I'm in my inbox and how long I'm spending on email, I'll just let it grab the title that is there, and then on the analysis report it'll show me, how many times I was in my inbox. So let's see here. So once you have created some logs or you've logged your time, if you go into the PomoDone app or the web browser, you're able to put in a date range, click on overdue tasks, maybe local, today tasks that are due. You're able to search, like say if I wanted to search the inbox task that I spoke about. And then it'll give you a log or a report so that you can see what you've been actually working on for the time frame. Another thing that I really like about it is, and I'm actually going to see, let's see if I just Google it here. Okay, so if you go to Google PomoDone Chrome extension, I wanted to see if I could show you here too that another thing that I like about it is that it integrates with project management tools. So I currently use ClickUp as my project management tool. So if we're working on tasks in there, whether it's, billable hours for a client or whether it's just internal work, we're able to at the click of a button, be able to estimate how much time something's taking us to be able to get done, track the time. And it's really just the accessibility of it for me. So they have pricing tiers. So if you go here, they do have the light plan, the ultimate plan, and then licenses and things of that nature. I'm going to be honest and say that I'm still on the free plan and it works for me. I still get the reporting and the basic features that I need. So if you're just looking to try it out, which I always recommend trying tools out because you don't know what you don't know. And sometimes getting in there and just trying it and seeing if it works for you is better than not doing anything at all. So I'm going to switch that up. Okay, awesome. So I just really wanted to hop on. Like I said, the sessions for this month are like a warm up. So basically in today's warm up, the live stream was meant to discuss that, sometimes as business owners, we go through ebbs and flows where it's up, we're being really on target with our tasks. We are up to being, at our highest potential. And sometimes we're not. And sometimes we need tools to help us track things, stay focused on our task, and also be able to look back and tweak and be like, ooh, maybe the third week of the month it's heavier for me and I need to dial back on some of the commitments that I have. So I'm hoping that this was helpful to you and you found some value in it. Again, if you are interested in the future workshops that we'll be hosting and even our upcoming just updates to our channel, to our business, I encourage you to sign up and subscribe to our newsletter. And also just remember to share, like, and subscribe for more insightful content. So as always, I am cheering you on. Love y'all.